Hi, I'm Claudia Unger, coming to you from the GBTA VDR Conference 2024 in partnership with the Nordic Business Travel Associations in Copenhagen. Joining me today at Broadcast Studio is Christoph Carnier, from the president of the VDR. Hi.
Hi, Claudia.
Thank you for being here with us. And I suppose we should get started because, as you just reminded me, it's all about content.
Correct.
Right. Yes. So, the big topic of the industry is holistic mobility in travel management. What does this mean for the VDR and for you personally?
Well, it means for the VDR that we have to change a little bit the content we are offering finally to our members, because it has really enlarged a lot. Before it was typical, let's say, business travel related content, what you understand from travel, the air, hotel, meeting and events, stuff like this. Now there is also very often we see that fleet stepping in. We see very often that commuting is part of it. And this is also because of all these activities around to protect environment. So everybody has a plan, a strategy to reduce the carbon footprint. And this falls now all into this basket. And maybe in some company that is managed by different ones, but we see a trend more and more that this is handled by one department. So this means also, what does it mean for me? Also that my daily activities have changed a little bit. So we have environmental stuff into our really daily work. At least everything what we are doing is somewhat related to the carbon footprint. So and also you have now to deal with other interfaces in the company. Yeah.
That sounds like a very big project for you that you have to tackle. And I'm wondering if we can kind of broaden that out a bit and to see how has the field of travel management developed in German companies in particular. So have the tasks changed and are they also carried out by other departments? And you already referenced that a little bit with a sustainability approach and influencing that. Can you tell us more?
Sustainability is just one, but if you look in the past where it was very often, let's say that the typical, let's say, travel management piece, as mentioned before already, where you have more focused on negotiation stuff, selecting the right suppliers, setting up a global program, but now also the risk latest with the pandemic situation. Yes. Risk plays a different role. Yeah? So the companies have at least pay more attention. Yeah? But the problem is now the pandemic is gone and we need now to see that we have to maintain the role in the companies, and also this is something we need to work on further. But also, as mentioned, with in Germany, for example, we have this Deutschland ticket,
Yes.
Yeah, which delivers really mobility, holistic mobility in Germany. You can use public transport everywhere. Yeah. For reasonable pricing. And the question is how to bring this in the company. Does this have an effect on how people commute also with the new working models? Yeah? This is also something which comes into our role. So where is my first way of working? Where is it the office? Is it at home? Yeah. So all these things fall into coming with tax aspects and so on. So really a broad topic.
It is a very broad topic, and I am taking my hat off to you for going for it. Now, we've talked a little bit about this, but Christoph, do you have any ideas on how to get companies to recognize the value of internal travel management even more?
I think this is something which is in common to everyone. If you are talking to here in the conference, you don't have to explain someone here what we are doing all day. Yeah? But you are challenged, which is on one hand good, because if you are challenged, you try to find new ways, you get creative, which is in general good, but you have to really explain a little bit what you are doing. And I think here is really something which we are really doing well, and also this unites us with the colleagues here. It is what I've mentioned before. It's about risk management, for example. You need to know where your travelers are. So this is one thing. Yeah? You have the duty of care obligations. Yeah? Usually it is the direct manager who is finally responsible, but ask maybe the direct managers if they know that they are finally responsible, that everything that the employees are protected in the right way. Did they get the right information before they go on a trip, while being on a trip? and all those things. So there is really a lot of things behind. It's also about the payment streams. Yeah, how is this processed in the company? So this is also some added value. And if you look from an end-to-end perspective, even for a traveler, if you ask a traveler, what are you doing on a business trip? Yeah, and how does it start and where does it end? Usually they say, okay, it starts with the planning, and the overarching important piece is the business trip necessary or not?
Right.
Yeah. So this is the overarching question. But once you are through this, then you have the planning process. Is this already a smooth process? Yeah. Are there some watch outs? And then you are on the trip finally. Yeah. You have to pay the stuff. What about payment during the business trip? Also with the bigger pieces, the tickets. What is about security? If nothing is happening, nobody really recognizes. If the business trip goes as it was planned, you don't have to rebook, nobody is recognizing this. But if you're really facing a lot of disruptions, yeah, things which are unforeseen, then you are really valuing then you are recognizing the value of a professional travel management, that you know exactly whom to reach out, where do I get help, will the staff get paid, I lost my purse or whatever. Yeah. And finally, the nicest piece at the end, which everybody loves, is claiming the expenses. Yeah. To go through a system which is a total smoothless process. But I mean, not kidding, because also this process is getting better. Yeah. In the past, you have to write down tons of stuff. Today, you can use a lot of digital options already. So this is a big change in technology. Not to forget, is really also something which keeps us busy and will keep us busy. AI coming in. Yeah, so there will be really exciting times ahead.
I think we could talk on for hours. I just want to know one more thing. Do you find yourself sitting between HR and procurement at times and kind of being torn in different directions because of companies' other policies or things they have on their agenda?
This is a very good point. So, and very often I hear the question, where is the best host for travel or mobility management? I think the answer is somewhat in between. Usually, I would say between 10 and 20% of what we are doing is around procurement stuff. Yeah, because this has to do with select suppliers, negotiating and stuff like this. A lot of things are HR related, yeah, because it's part of a policy, it's part of the contract itself. Yes, that you have to respect the policies, also how people behave, and also finally, not to forget, maybe how attractive are you as an employer, which also plays a role. If you have a global role and you are only allowed to fly coach, maybe you think twice, yeah, how to do it. This is one thing. Tax is a lot of things. So there are a lot of components coming in. Mm-hmm. Finally, this group needs to have a host department.
Yes.
So you have, of course, many options. You can run this as, let's say, a separate unit reporting to someone, should be close to the board in best case, because very often it relates or it affects the whole company. Therefore, it should not be too far away. Procurement could be, mm-hmm. Yeah. HR could be. Mm-hmm. However, regardless where you finally host it, they need to understand also and accept that you have just parts of it which have a commonality with the rest of what the department is doing. But either way, somebody needs to take on ownership for it. Yeah. And they, accept that this is a little bit different what they are doing, but it's needed for the company.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Christopher, for this insightful interview, and enjoy the conference.
Thanks, same to you. It's good meeting you.
Thank you.
Thanks.